Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Tornado Time. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, and Louisiana right now is under the gun for possible upper atmosphere cyclonic activity, tornadoes. And so the storm is going to be pretty nasty. And one of the things that I have learned in my almost 6 years here at THORNEWS is that the storms that produce tornadoes end up producing tornadoes from beginning to end, usually. And we get through tornado-y periods where the atmosphere continues to spin out. A lot of tornadoes. It looks like we're going through one of those phases right now. And so, at the part where you have, what the heck, I just switched into a weird accent. So here's our storm now, in real time. The tornado warnings we're looking at. Here's our basic area for tonight, which is Monday, November 5th. Brittany Boyer. We're tracking severe weather tonight on AccuWeather. There's potential for damaging winds, tornadoes, hail, and flooding. Stay safe. And that goes all the way from Louisiana up into Ohio. And a lot of major cities are involved. You want the best breakdown, in my opinion, Cranky Weather Guy's blog is fantastic. I will leave a link for it in my information box. And of course, I'm going to put some sugar in the spoon. Don't be too scared, because I had a tornado possibility come by my house the other day, but I was prepared. I had the mattress in the hallway. Hey, that's a weird mattress. Okay, Ivan the K reminding us that the midterm election outcome could be glowing good news or total disaster for markets. Thank you. You've been helpful. Rob Maeda, I accepted the fact that the first 2 weeks of November would likely be mostly dry. But now into the third week, this is not good. I'm guessing he's talking about the west half of the United States, because the east half and the central half ain't going to be dry. Josh Fitzpatrick, tornado threat from southwest Kentucky to northern Louisiana tonight. The greatest threat is over at middle Tennessee to northern Mississippi. Well, good luck, you guys. Or congratulations for making it. This brought to us by Alan Weather. Brr, cold, winter's coming. Yep, we got a big dip down of freezing weather next week. So get your mittens or gloves ready. I don't know if you're a mitten or a glove person. Remy Mayor Melstein, weather in the HUD. Quite the warm-up in the Nino regions in the last several weeks across the board. I'm going to repeat that line again. Quite the warm-up in the Nino regions in the last several weeks across the board. Now pictured are the subsurface anomalies, but they're also quite warm with the thermocline much more suppressed. I might say we are approaching moderate Nino status. Core of highest anoms remains in the 3.4. And I don't understand words that well, but I like pictures, man. And so we're talking about heat, and my brain also thinks about volcanoes. Because if you got rain, lightning, wind, volcanoes fits in there somewhere, right? And heat, oh yeah. And so there has been earthquake activity here. There hasn't been much earthquake activity here. It's mostly been over here. And then you have volcano activity here in Hawaii, down here, over here by these things. So we've got to keep our eyes on the volcanoes as well. Not only the oceans, but the volcanoes, in my opinion. And so because the volcanoes in Guatemala and Mexico have been erupting over the last 2 months, then we'll probably see some wild, wacky, weird weather all around. And now, Mansfield, Louisiana, Coushatta, Louisiana, South Mansfield, until 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Reed Timmer confirmed tornado just west of Atlanta, LA, Louisiana, as of 4:43 p.m. northeast at 35 miles an hour. Now remember, tonight, the majority of these tornadoes will be popping off and dropping down to the ground after dark. So, sometimes in some places when you go to bed. So just check in on where the stream is. Twitter is the best place for up to the date, up to the minute, up to the second updates. Mike's weather page is a big breakdown of all the actual data itself in pretty simplified forms. Mike's weather page at spaghettymodels.com. There you go. So, like I said, this one is going to be damaging and deadly. And this is Asteroid Fight Club. And survival is one of the hallmarks of being a member. Jim Cantori, tornado warned storm, also with co-located TVS and TDS heading towards Atlanta. Dangerous storm. With a geek. Yep. They're good at spotting them. So, and then into the future, Dennis K17, when the GFS has a classic Pittsburgh winter storm next week, and it's kind of hard not to post it. Although that's going to stir up the weather weenies. I'm sorry, the snow weenies. Probably won't happen, but eyes are on next week for sure. You never know, man. It's 2018. And the models have been so shaky. You don't know what's going to happen. No way. Okay, we got a confirmed tornado in Natchitoches Parish. So yeah, the weather's going pretty hard and the tornadoes are spinning up. Kind of fluffy. Growing into a debris fallout type signature rapidly. Either way, it's bad news. Belmont, Marthaville. By the weatherman, Jim Tang. And he's the preferred drink of astronauts on the International Space Station. What? Okay. So yeah, you got multiple tornadoes ripping off Louisiana. And this will give us a picture of what the storm can produce as it takes, 24 hours to move off the coast. Yeah, it's true. It's kind of difficult to have sex on a ladder. So your upper atmosphere is popping off, going crazy. And I want to remind you, okay, 1 second. Space weather dashboard. Ding. The storm was lit, so I was like, oh, geez. I didn't have all my data ready. So yesterday, we got to a KP6 index geomagnetic activity storm in our upper atmosphere. So yeah, expect things to be a bit crazy. We have a geomagnetic storm going on. A lot of charged particles flying through the air in our upper atmosphere. And so that is only going to make the storm more extreme. So everybody stay on top of it. It's weird because here's where all the tornado-y things are happening, but I would guess anywhere along major squall lines that might form, they are possible because we have had a trend of unwarned tornadoes over the last week or so. So Louisiana, heads up, and just like I've been watching this all night long. This is amazing because here's my atmospheric river. Keep talking about that continues to grow from the hurricanes that form off the coast of Mexico. And they either go out that way or they punch in. And then here's already our next storm that is coming in. That is incredible. There's some crazy stuff going on in our atmosphere right now. There's the water vapor. And the whole thing is the weather goes in pulses. There's so many layers of wind. Look at that thing, man. That is a giant rain band, in my opinion. She's cute. Okay. We're going to run down the GFS real quick. So look how this storm, this is Tuesday, early morning, and then it expands and then moves out, and then the next one starts to grow there. They underplay it now. Whoa, look at that spinning back. Yeah, I don't trust this one at all. Because I had another big storm right behind it. But now it turns into nothing? Yeah, I don't believe that. Ooh, see, there you go. That's the 10th. Notice how it kind of explodes? Yeah, the models have been real sketchy, man. Let's go to the FV3. Because it's what the crazy kids do. But at least the weather has calmed down a little. That is good news. And so far, we haven't seen any signs of hurricane activity, though it is still possible through December. Whoa, see, the FV3 has some crazy shit coming out of the south of Texas. It was weird the other day. They had it like, they had sleet here and snow here. Didn't make any sense. So you got a giant storm kind of growing from Texas. It's not giant. But look how we keep getting that storm forming in the Gulf of the East Coast. What is that called? I don't even know. Whoa. That looks nasty. What the hell? That looks crazy, man. See, this would be on the 16th. Yeah, I don't see the weather calming down. And I remind you guys, the UN was like, oh, we have 12 years until all this coastal cities are underwater. So, we'll stay on top of it. And everybody stay cool. And if you are going to have sex in a ladder, I would do it on one of the bottom rungs. All right. I love you.